Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. I've got the best aggro deck to showcase for you, and that is an updated version of Bandle Burn featuring Gnar. This deck aims to play as aggressively as possible, flooding the board with attacking units and finishing the game via burn spells. The main theme of the deck is to swarm and play high value champions one after another, generating too much pressure for the opponent to deal with. This deck also gets to run Conchologist for more spell generation in order to provide utility or extra burn to close out games. I want to run through my card choices, explain why they're in the deck, and give you the knowledge to pilot the deck yourself. The code for the deck will be in the description below, along with the Mobalytics link. Before I get into the deck profile, if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay up to date with my content. Our journey to 10k subs is still going strong and I need all the support I can get, so it'd be awesome if you joined. This is the only channel where you can get my specific style of content, so you won't regret subbing. I also stream on Twitch often, so check me out over there if you're looking for live gameplay of someone who's hit Master Tier every season and even hit Rank 1 in NA a while back. With that, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Alright, so getting right into it, we'll check the curve. Very early game focused, lots of 1s and 2s. That way, no matter how you open, no matter how you draw, for the most part you're going to get a playable hand, something to play on 1, a couple things to play on 2 ideally, and then we go into our 3s, 4s, and of course our 5s is actually just 3 copies to decimate, and the game plays out like that. So we're going to talk about each of the numbers specifically, and I'll tell you why each and every card is good. So we got Inventive Chemist. Play this on 1, Scrappy Bomb counts down 3, deal 1 to the enemy nexus, so it's free burn damage in a few turns. The really good thing about Chemist though is the synergy with the new cards, Gnar and Dactyl, who I guess I can talk about now since it is such a strong synergy factor. So Inventive Chemist will pop the bomb on turn 4. Round start turn 4, right? So if you play Gnar or Dactyl on turn 4, if you've played Chemist on 1, they will automatically get their round end effect. So that's really awesome. You love to see a new burn card being used and utilized in such a strong way. So the reason why we are using the Gnar Dactyl version is because those cards are blatantly overpowered and the stats for them are really crazy, and I'll show you the effects for them specifically later. But just know that Inventive Chemist has insane synergy and you want to hard mulligan for this card on 1. Always play it on 1 if you have multiple 1-drops in hand, just for that combo value. Next we have Legion Rearguard, premium 1 mana card for Noxus, being a 3/2 aggressively statted. Doesn't matter if it can't block because all it needs to do is attack. You open multiple of these, you can play multiple on turn 2, or you got multiple of them on board by turn 3. It's a lot of attack pressure. It's able to trade up into things, so it's really good. Legion Saboteur, just another really good Noxus burn card. It's a staple in Noxus burn strategies. 1 mana 2/1, attack, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. We want to get that cheap damage in. Again, if you have multiple of these, it kind of stacks, so that's really good. Precious Pet, our last 1-drop, it has Fearsome, so it is able to beat over top of other units in the early game, get free damage in because they can't block unless they have 3 or more power. And a lot of 1-drops don't have that and are also able to block. So Precious Pet usually gets in some nice cheap damage. And we are running the 12 1-drops, so in case that this deck is attacking on evens, that way we can open 1-drop on 1, another on 2, and then a second one on 2. That way we have 3 1-drops on attack 2. That's the point of the 12 1-drop package. Really good. Next, we're going to talk about the 2-drops, though. We got Conchologist here, which is the most broken card in the deck. I'm not kidding. Even over Gnar, even over Dactyl, over Ziggs, I don't care what anyone says. Conchologist is absolutely bonkers. The amount of times that this card has single-handedly won me games is insane. Being able to manifest a spell from Bandle and Noxus that cost 3 or less, really good. A lot of good stuff. I got Scorched Earth in a Fiora matchup, just killed their Fiora. I've gotten extra burn, I've gotten removal, I've gotten stuns. Being able to just stun like Rek'Sai when they want to level is huge. Being able to close out the game, being able to generate more Pokey Sticks for more draw for your... it's just... I don't know. Conchologist is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe this card exists. Honestly, it's the best card we have to work with, just because of its versatility and diversity of play, which is also really cool because there's some skill expression in this deck with the Conchologist picks. For the most part, it's pretty simple, but there are some games where Conchologist comes down, you get 3 really interesting options, and each one has different play patterns and different things to play towards after you generate it. So it's really interesting in that regard. Otherwise, he's just a free resource, and it's crazy because your opponent doesn't know what to play around. It could literally be anything. Next, I got a 2 package of each the Demolitionist and the Grenadier. Demolitionist is really nice, deal 2 to the enemy face, pretty good, just Mystic Shot worth of damage. We take those, really good to draw in the mid game. That's why I don't run it at 3, because we never play Demolitionist on 2, because we'd be killing our own Chemist, Saboteur, or Precious Pet. The only time you can play Demolitionist on 2 is if you hit Rearguard with it, in which case that puts Rearguard at 1 HP, opponent might have like Pokey Sticks or Make It Rains or any other 1 damage removal to finish him off, so it's just not that efficient. So I like to have Demolitionist at a 2 of, so that we draw it in the mid game, maybe off of a Pokey Stick, and then you use it to finish. You know, it's more of a closer or like a way to reach for lethal, not so much a turn 2 play. Legion Grenadier is a nice little 2 of as well. Because we also have Stackers and Conchologists who I put higher value on, I only run Legion Grenadier at 2. If we see him, pretty happy. He's a fearsome blocker in case you're fighting a Spider aggro deck. Being able to block the Elise or the Arachnoid Horror with Grenadier is absolutely fantastic. He still retains value in that regard, so I keep running him. Also, when he dies, deals 1 to the enemy Nexus. So in use of like Noxian Fervor in conjunction with Grenadier, that's 4 damage, so that's kind of nice. Just get that 1 little extra in. It goes a long way. Next we got Triple Pokestick, one of the other most broken cards in the deck. Deal 1 to anything, draw 1. Can be used on face, can be used on units that are trying to block. And it's also a draw. Nice. It just, you know, pays for itself. Stone Stackers, really good 2-drop, 2 mana 2/3, defensively statted, but has impact, so it's really good on attack turns. If it gets 2 attacks in, that's high value, really good damage overall. Noxian Fervor, you know, this is the classic burn finisher for Noxus. Deal 3 to your ally, deal 3 to the enemy face. Sometimes you can use it to manipulate combat, sometimes you can use it to, you know, block a lifesteal unit that's trying to heal, and then you fervor your own unit away so that the enemy doesn't get their lifesteal. That's pretty nice too. It's kind of a tricky card, but very, very strong. Next we have our first champion, Ziggs. On attack, deal 1 to blocker and enemy nexus, so it just deals damage to the enemy nexus for free, as long as Ziggs stays on the board for that combat. Ooh, I gotta get that skin for him, that looks cool. He never levels in this deck, you don't really worry about his level up, it's just free damage, and because he's a 3 mana 3/4, which is premium stats, absolutely incredible. The other champion, Gnar. Now this is the new addition to Bandle Burn, and oh, I gotta get this too. Man, I gotta get both these skins. Riot really attacking my wallet this patch. So create a Pokestick in hand, like on strike, so that's really good. You just generate Pokesticks, which draws you more burn cards. And round end, you've damaged the enemy nexus. Again, remember, if Inventive Chemist is played on 1, you will automatically have this round end effect no matter what. So, on round end, we're going to evolve into Mega Gnar. When I level up, grant the strongest enemy vulnerable permanently. This is not, you know, just until the end of round. This is a permanent vulnerable on the strongest enemy, and Mega Gnar has Overwhelm, 6 attack, and Quick Attack. So being able to beat over their strongest thing, or grab their strongest thing with your weak unit, have Mega Gnar attack directly for 6, both really, really high value plays, and of course, really good for closing out games. Next we have Teeny Dactyl. This card is not balanced. 4 mana 4/3, round end, you've damaged the enemy nexus, transforming into Pterodactyl. Doesn't look that bad, right? Pretty harmless. However, Pterodactyl is where things get crazy. So for some reason, it has a champion level up, where it gains +2/+2 worth of stats. I'm not sure why. It's, you know, from a 4/3 to a 6/5 for a 4 mana card. I don't know. So we're playing a third copy of a champion in here, essentially. So we have Ziggs, we have Gnar, and we have Pterodactyl as our 3 champions. Round start, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. That's so broken. And it also has impact, which is good on attack. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, but this card is a must run for aggro. It's absolutely incredible, and this is why Bandle Burn edges out spiders right now, because the combination of Gnar and Pterodactyl just being overstated and like being able to deal more damage than spiders could ever dream, and Conchologist generation. That's why I'd say this deck is probably more consistent and more strong than spiders. So I would definitely run this. We're going to round out with the Decimate, of course. Not much needs to be said. Nice finisher. Boom. And there we go. And that about wraps it up for the deck profile. Now here's some live commentary games so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context to why I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. Alright, for game 1 we got Bandle Tree. Pretty good counter to me. Because this is a removal deck. Really, really good at dealing with my threats. We can probably just keep this hand, to be honest. Decimate Keep is fine because our hand naturally curves. Go 1, 2, 3. If we draw a second Decimate, honestly, it's pretty decent because the one thing this control deck doesn't have is heals. So that means all of our damage sticks. So Decimate, even 2 of them, pretty good draw. So I'm expecting a Group Shot, Poison Dart, you know, some kind of stuff, or a 1-drop here that can block my Chemist. Yep, Fizz off the top. We'll probably just take the Fizz or take 2 damage, we'll see. I'm pretty happy either way, of course. Nice, we'll take the Fizz. So we have the Scrappy Bomb setup, which means if we draw into Teeny or Gnar, they will level up at round end. There's Gnar, so that's perfect. We'll just do Stackers into Ziggs into Gnar, call it a day. This hand kind of plays itself, and it's just going to depend on how much removal the opponent has. Even Culling Strike could be really, really annoying. Yep. Okay, we'll play our Ziggs. And we'll swing with both. What's really nice though is this arcade board. This is a lot of fun. Being able to shoot your own stuff. There's little tanks that spawn down here that you can shoot. It's also cool because if your opponent has it, you can shoot their board too. We can also press this button over here. Charge up a blast. Boom. And it goes into the enemy board as well. Alright, so this is just a double swing here. I'm expecting 2/2 to block Ziggs, and then maybe I get Ravenous blocked. Yep. Okay. This works for me. Ravenous flocks Ziggs, goodbye. It was nice knowing ya. Maybe? Oh. Random 4/1, so that's what Loping Telescope manifested. Cool, and we got the Gnar. Double Fervor, that's a little sus. Mainly because we haven't made too much damage yet, but that's alright. And second Fizz, alright. Well, we'll just play our Gnar. We can honestly keep the 4/1 alive, don't have to block it. Because it's a 1 HP unit, Gnar's going to get it vulnerable, we'll just beat over it. It has Overwhelm, so I don't have a lot of value blocking anyways. Yeah, there's the Ravenous Flock. Figured that was coming eventually. So we'll take the 2. If they attack with Charger, we'll take that. Maybe they don't. Bomber Twins as well. Sheesh. That's looking like a full swing now. Yep. Maybe not 4/1? Interesting choice. 3 cards in hand. Pretty low on resources. So maybe scared of me value trading. Alright. I'll trade 3/2 for 2/2. I lose 1 impact damage, but I think this is fine. I think Stone Stackers did their job. Get that Gnar level, no problem. Then we can also play Chemist and Ziggs. We can actually play this turn pretty slow. I want to hide Ziggs behind my Chemist so that the opponent maybe plays below Culling Strike. Since I'm playing slow, it's good to like play my champion last just to bait out resources. Okay, straight up Bandle Tree. Ziggs time. Grab that, swing here, swing here. It would be really, really cool if I got Conchologist into Scorched Earth and just killed Bandle Tree. That'd be funny. Okay. I now have lethal, right? 4, 7, 10. Just need the mana to do it before they can play all their Bandle Tree. Which should definitely be possible. Oh yeah, Demolitionist also helps. I feel like we just have too much damage here. And they're 2 behind on the tree. Just whip out the Decimate. When you summon an ally, give me 2/0. Alright. You got it. Buster Shot. Goodbye, Nars. Nice knowing you. Don't really care too much about that. Just gonna pop this Ziggs. And then we have Double Fervor next turn to deal with removal spells. I could also block this. I mean, no reason to not, right? Alright. Now we can open attack. We're up 1 unit innately. Oh, there's my Conchologist. What's up? Oh, we're on Double Fervor for lethal. Just don't generate like a big heal card or something. Wallop. Wallop is fine. That's what we got the Fervor for. Just like that. Clean play, clean game. And for game 2, we got Thresh Asol. What a classic. I haven't seen that in a while. And as you notice, I went ahead and bought the skins. I couldn't not buy it after that, so Riot really did get me today. So we got Saboteur, Ziggs, Teeny, Gnar. I don't think we need both Teeny and Gnar without a guaranteed way to proc, especially on defense, right? Let's just pitch Teeny then. We'll play champions. Normally when you're attacking on evens, you... Okay, we got Teeny back anyways, hello. You usually want a mulligan for a bunch of 1-drops. Hopefully we top deck something playable next turn. Otherwise this hand's actually kind of sus to keep. Oh, perfect. Alright, never mind. Everything is fixed. Now it's perfect. Oh, what's up, goat? We swing. Getting 4 damage. Nice. Dude, these skins look so cool. Along with the board too. Maybe pay to win, we'll see. Can't shame on me, I'm having fun. Let's go, Ziggs. Honestly, actually, it could be open into Teeny. Yeah, I think open into Teeny is better than Gnar here. Because I don't have mana to play the Pokestick anyways, right? And him leveling is not too good yet. Maybe like next turn he'd be better. Okay, I'm getting popcorned, it's alright. Cool effect. We're gonna slam Teeny Dactyl. Teeny into Gnar seems kind of not balanced. Meteor Shower, that is a good invoke. Teeny Dactyl, go. Good thing I didn't play Gnar, I would have lost a lot of attack value this turn. Thresh? Okay. Oh no, why'd I play Teeny? Thresh is gonna kill Teeny. That's a misplay. Don't need it, don't need it. Oh great, now I'm getting Heimered. Okay, man. I'm getting styled on, hold up. Gotta teach this person a lesson. Let's go Conchologist. Ooh, Guillotine. Also Might. Yo, I'm thinking Might's actually really good value here. Because I might just swing here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to swing and then Might the Pterodactyl. And that could just be a dub outright. That invokes something big, so that's not a big deal right now. We can also play Grenadier. That way we have Might mana. How dare you popcorn and then Heimer emote me. This is my revenge story now. Full swing that. Might this. Sheesh. Now that's a lot of damage. Dead to Teeny on round start. Let's go. The 1 damage from Grenadier. The overwhelm, the impact, everything. 1 HP. Thresh doesn't level. Boom. Let's go. It's a Dactyl diff. Alright, for the final game, we got the legendary Taliyah Malphite. Actually a super scary deck. People sleep on this. Alright, so since we are attacking on evens, we want to mulligan these and try to find a third 1-drop. We want 3 1-drops so we can play them all by turn 2. Come on, let's go. Yes! Perfect 1-drop as well. So we're going to do Chemist on 1. That way we get the Teeny set up. Oh my god. We also got Rearguard. This is 1-drop Palooza. It's like my favorite hand. Because 1-drops are broken. Hey, what's up, Chip? Alright. So we'll do Rearguard for sure. And probably the Saboteur. Yep. Saboteur. And swing. Now that's a lot of damage. They could have some healing in there though. Could be, you know, some guiding touch, some star shaping. You never know. I'm a little spooked. But we got Ziggs on 3. We have another champion on 4 called Teeny Dactyl. Pretty happy about that. Devout is nothing to me. No biggie. If he attacks... Oh, I'm actually blocking that. What? I'm actually hard blocking that. Because it's going to force them to use 2 mana next turn to finish off my Ziggs with Pokestick. Because I'm open attacking this. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Because I want to play Teeny guaranteed. Unless I top deck another cheap playable unit. Ooh. Okay. Maybe it's better to go wide then, actually. Grenadier, Chemist, Precious Pet. That's a lot of value. And they only have 4 mana. Committing 2 to dealing with Ziggs. Okay, I'm actually going full wide. Never mind. Infinite 1-drops means we go wide on turn 4 instead of playing Teeny or Gnar. Can I beat past that? Maybe. Or I could just pass and chill, right? I don't know. I definitely deal more damage than they heal. Blocking Ziggs heals 5, and then I deal 3, 6. Okay, it's definitely an attack. Yeah, I deal way too much damage. It's always attack there. Like, holy guacamole, I'm strong. Oh, hello, Decimate off the top. I'm gonna use that next turn. Taliyah? That's fine. I could just develop Teeny. I want to block Grenadier, but I think they actually pass. Just do this. Then I'll take the Taliyah, then I'll open, play Teeny after. My open's not that great though, right? Because these are going to be 5/3s. I'm only up 1 unit. Gnar? I think it's open attack, play Teeny. Because I'm probably going to get a Pokestick here, right? It's block 3/5, 3/2, 5/3, 3/2, 5/3, block another one, and then Pokestick my last dude. Oh, they don't have Pokestick though. So we just out pressure. Let's go. Super dominant, really quick games. Alright, so for some closing thoughts, it's pretty easy to see how oppressive this deck is, especially from ahead. If the opponent doesn't have like perfect answers, you just absolutely crush them. As you could see in games 2 and 3 of this video, it's just absolutely crazy how much damage and how much pressure this deck can put out with the multiple threats, multiple different ways to play out those threats in different turns. It gets kind of out of control. So some other cards to include. I remember I actually ran a version with Mare. Mare was pretty decent, definitely better for the slower paced games or against removal matchups so that you can generate more resources, especially like mid and late game pressure and or win conditions. Being able to get like Poro Sled or Shark Trainer or Yordle Ranger, all really good. But I did take him out in favor of the Precious Pet and like Demolitionist stuff, just because I like having more consistent ways to have access to my damage. And Mayer won me a couple games, but he also did like nothing in a few others. So this is the list that I ended on. I haven't looked at anyone else's list for inspiration. This is actually just mine, you know, reforged from the old Bandle Burn that I used to climb with. So I don't know how similar this looks to other people's burn decks, but I think this is definitely the way I like running it. From what I know, from what I've seen on ladder, not a lot of people run the Grenadier. I like him. I think he's super good. People run House Spider instead. House Spider's fine against like maybe the mirror match, but I don't know. I kind of like Grenadier more just for the promised 1 damage. We take those. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you thought this video was informative or entertaining. It really helps me out since I'm still trying to grow. I'll be releasing more deck profiles, guides, and gameplay highlights in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Laters!